This is a clip from the Red Cow Arcade podcast.
Can I tell you something about Disney Infinity?
Sure.
So, we got in the Wreck-It Ralph and the Vanellope figures. You put them on the thing. And what wasn't obvious to me was like that they also come with other assets. So like if you have the Vanellope one, you can get the Vanellope car. Now getting the Vanellope car for Gloria was an important piece of making her dreams come true. But I had to like do a tremendous amount of Googling to be like, oh, you have to go into these assets and you have to like have a cart. There's like an item that you put in the level because it's kind of like Minecraft Mario Maker-ish. You put it in the level. It's called a car like generator, and then you can generate the car from it. And like that wasn't obvious to me. And the I don't know, the instructions for this fucking game are like long gone. But we finally did it. We got everything that we needed to. I was very proud of myself. I bragged to Nina a lot. I was like, you couldn't figure this out. There's no way you could. If you were in charge of making Sugar Rush happen, this wouldn't happen.
Woman.
But nevertheless, I'm left with like, but there's still not really a game. I bought this plastic thing that allows me to do it like a mini Mario Kart style game. That's the closest thing to a game that this thing has so far. And Dan pointed out, he was like, well, you're supposed to, he said he was mortified to hear that I downloaded the game because you're supposed to buy the plastic and that's the kind of prerequisite for the game. So I looked into it. And, you know, the confusion here is that there's also Disney Infinity 2.0 and 1.0, and those have different offerings than 3.0, which is what I have. There's only two pieces of plastic, my Dan. There's the Speedway toy box, which is what I have, not to be confused with a generic toy box, which the game comes with, which is the auto-generated levels.
Righto.
They call them toy box games. You got to like learn the terminology so you can Google the right things.
Yeah, you've really been studying up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been cramming. I'm ready for my certification.
Studying the dark home of the.
You must be talking about toy box games. So there's that one, and then there's.
You need to make a YouTube video about that.
That's what Dan was saying. He was like, "You should really make a like I bought Disney Infinity 3.0, and here's what I found."
Yeah, I firmly believe that it'd do well.
Isn't there some guy? It's like I don't know what is it's probably like Vintage Gamer or something. I don't remember.
Modern Vintage Gamer.
Not that. Yeah, I know that guy too, but that's not who I'm looking for. There's a guy with
retro Vintage Gamer.
There's some dry dude with glasses that keeps me. He's like, I went to GameStop and bought their horse shit, and here's what I found. And then it's never interesting. I'm always like, what'd you get? And it's not interesting. But I there's one other one. It's called like Toy Box Chaos or something. There's like another one. It's like a Disney All Hell Breaks Loose or something. It's like all the villains come out or something. But then, not to be confused with, when you buy the toys, they come with their own plastic diamonds, and those have level themes for the toy boxes that come with the game. So if it comes with like 5 generic levels as the baseline, it's like a city, a treehouse, a kart racer, and something else. And so if you buy Vanellope and Wreck-It Ralph and you put their diamond on, the whole thing looks like Sugar Rush, but it's still just the treehouse level or whatever. And so if you get Star Wars, it's like Star Wars-ish, but it's still the same shit. So it's actually not, it's not infinite, this Disney Infinity. It's quite finite. Disney Finite 3.0. Disney Limited. Anyway, that's my quick Disney Infinity story. I think we're all done with Disney. I think she's all done with Disney Infinity.
Oh well, that was short-lived.
I think we fulfilled the dream. We threw the ring into the fire, and we're headed home.
My son and I play through Super Mario U, and even he and then now we're playing Odyssey, and he was like, I don't even remember what was like in Super Mario because it's so generic.
Yeah.
Well, Super Mario Brothers, new Super Mario Bros. U, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is the big problem with those games, isn't it? They just sort of exist.
Gloria loves making a Mario Maker level. Making a Mario Maker level is her favorite thing to do in the whole world.
Wow.
And yeah, I hand her your DS Switch Lite, and she just goes to town, and she's like, and she'll work on it for an hour and be like, play my level. And it's the shittiest level we've ever played. It's mostly just like, it's a straight line of Goombas. It's always a 3D. She always does 3D World. You always play as Toadette.
The best one.
And there's always a long ass clear pipe that leads right to Cat Bowser. He's beating a dead Koopa. Like, Gloria, you're beating a dead Koopa with this level.
It's trademark. It's like the Wet Bandits.
And she's got this thing about she doesn't make sure that you can actually jump onto any, so like it'll be a non-starter. I'm like, I can't jump where you've made it. So that and she says, no, you got to do the drag move. I'm like, what the fuck is the drag move? And it's like, they built in a feature where you can put your finger on Toadette and just drag her any damn place you want. And I'm like, no, that's to help you develop the level. She's like, no, that's the drag move. You got to do the drag. I'm like, well, I could just drag her all the way to the pole. And she's like, don't do that. Go through the pipe and hit Cat Bowser.
You fucking dare do that. That's goddamn level.
Yeah, Gabriel and I have been playing Mario Odyssey. Like he's kind of stuck on it because he like we beat it, but then he just goes back to the Metro Kingdom and he just screws around for the whole time.
Oh, that's fine.
He loves the Metro Kingdom.
Have you gotten to the Mushroom Kingdom? Because Mushroom Kingdom is a pretty fun place to just like run around and.
Yeah, he liked it. And he was kind of disappointed that the whole of Super Mario 64 wasn't in it. So because you go into like the castle and it goes like dun, 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 and like it has the sun in the middle of the lobby and stuff like that, and you can look up and he's like, okay, where's the other rooms? And he did point out that he was like, well, how come in Mario 64 like there's no furniture? And then in Mario Odyssey there is one like royal chair, royal throne, so he was like, oh, there's the furniture.
Would be pretty.
That is a really good point to bring up about Mario 64. 2 weeks after I finished my video talking about Mario 64.
Could have made a good joke there, written by a 4-year-old. It actually would have been kind of awesome if they had like at the very end, like if you get all the moons, like 64 Kingdom, and it's just Mario 64. It's just the actual game.
Yeah, just like boots up the ROM.
Yeah, just boots the ROM. It's a me, Mario.
That was his suggestion. It's like, how come when you go to the castle it doesn't just like boot up there, play up the game? And I was like, I don't know. But that would have been great. Maybe you shouldn't have made the game.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.